Hey guys, welcome to M&M Plants. Today I want to cover about these beautiful plants. They are called Dracena. They are wonderful indoor plants. You can keep them inside your house at a bright position, or you can keep them outside your house. But if you're keeping them outside your house, you have to make sure that they are not in direct sun. So you can use them both as an indoor plant or as an outdoor plant, depending on what place do you select for them to live, to survive. So let us understand today how to keep them happy forever, because there are few things, if we don't take care of them, you can kill this plant very easily. First things first, if you're using this plant as an indoor plant, you have to make sure that you select a very well lit position, a very bright room, especially for plants that are variegated, that have several colors like these. For plants that don't have a lot of colors in them, they do survive in low light position. But for plants which have colors like yellow, green and several shades of green, or even this for that matter, the pink one, they need more light so that they can maintain those colors within their body. And if you're keeping this plant outside your house, the way I have done, I have kept them outside for now, because it is not very hot right now, so it's okay to keep them outside. I have kept them in a place where they do not get any direct sun. All they get is indirect bright light throughout the day from morning to evening, but no direct sun at all. Next thing I want to cover is soil. The soil has to be very well drained for your Dracena plants. If you have a look at the soil of this Dracena plant, if I try to make a clay ball out of it, I am not able to do that, which means my soil is very well drained. It has 60 to 70% of garden soil with a lot of, like, obviously it's very loose soil because it has barks and all that, and you can also mix some perlite and vermiculite. If you look at this soil in this plant, I've mixed a lot of perlite and vermiculite, the white stuff that you see, again to keep my soil well drained, because the soil has to be very dry between two waterings. If you water your plant and the soil is already moist or wet, you will easily kill this plant. I want to show you an example of this as well. These brown spots you see is because I kept my plant outside in rain for 2-3 days, and there was so much of overwatering that the leaves started falling brown in color. They started becoming leggy, and I had to repot my whole plant. So I have these two different types of Dracena planted in this pot, and I had to repot it, because if you have overwatered a lot and if you don't repot your plant immediately, then the roots are staying all the time around the wet soil, and then it will die very easily, and then it's very difficult to get back your plant. So what I did was, because I realized that it was in rain for long time and it's like now overwatering has been done, I immediately repotted into a little bigger pot, and that's how I can save my plant now. So if you keep in mind these two things, that only water if the soil is absolutely dry, number one. Second, don't give it direct sun, give it indirect bright light. If these two things are taken care of, then your Dracena plants will be very happy. They won't die, they won't have those brown leaves. And if you look at my plants, they're so happy. Obviously it's winter right now, so they're not growing. They don't grow in winter. In winter you have to make sure that you reduce the watering a lot low, because they don't need a lot of energy or water to grow. They just need some water to survive. But in summer season, in spring season, they love growing a lot. So what you can do is, just before the summer season starts in your place, in your country, you can give them some organic compost, a little bit of bone meal powder if you don't mind using it. Just give it a handful of organic fertilizer, so that when they actually need that energy to grow, which is spring and summer, they should have it in their soil, because if they don't have it, they'll struggle growing. So if you really want to see a lot of growth in your plant in spring and summer, the best thing to do is, let's say if I'll give you an example of Australia. I would give them fertilizer in the month of November or even October end, because I know from December it starts getting warmer here, and then December, Jan, Feb, March is the season when plants love growing here in Australia, because it's hot, it's summer. But then after that, April onwards, it's very cold here. Like right now you can see it's so windy and cold. There's no point of giving them fertilizer, because it's not going to grow in winter season. Now these brown leaves that you see on your Dracena plants, it can be due to several reasons. Most common reason is overwatering, and which is in my case. So overwatering is very easy because anybody can overwater. In my case, I did not water it, but I kept it outside in rain for like 2-3 days, and obviously the pot is was so small, and there was a lot of waterlogging inside, and root rotting will start happening because if obviously the water it's not able to evaporate because of the winter season, the leaves will start turning brown in color. Or the second reason can be if you have kept your plant directly in sun, it's getting a lot of heat, or if you have fertilized your plant a lot. So it can be any one of the reason. Whenever you see brown leaf, you have to reflect back that what did you do? Did you keep your plant outside in sun? Did you fertilize it a lot, or did you overwater? If it is one of these things, you have to fix it accordingly. If it's overwatering, immediately repot into a very well drained soil. Make a very loose soil, mix a lot of sand, perlite, vermiculite. If it was a lot of compost, then try to remove the top 2 inches of soil and give it some normal garden soil. And if it is obviously direct sun, then change the position of the plant and keep it somewhere where it does not get direct sun. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Dracena they're lovely plants, they're beautiful plants, good indoor plants, good outdoor plants, because they're available in several colors. Simple green plants are also available, and if you want to go in several colors, brown, red, yellow, pink, so many colors, you can just have a lot of colors in your garden without having flowers. These are those plants. Just take care of overwatering, and that's it. This plant will be happy for you, and it doesn't die that easily if overwatering is taken care of. But with that, I'll take your leave and see you next time. Bye for now.